Welcome to Rise and Shine Daily Business Tech Boost with me, Charly Leetham. If you're a small business owner looking to simplify technology and get real, actionable advice from someone with 35 years of IT experience, you're in the right place. Every episode, I'll dive into tools and systems like email, CRM, marketing and tracking, and break them down into bite-sized tips you can use right away. Your time is valuable, so let's get straight to the point. It's time to work smarter, not harder. Rise and Shine. It's your daily dose of business tech inspiration with me, Charly Leetham. Episode number 482, and today we're going to be talking about a phishing attack. These things are really quite, or a phishing campaign. These things are really quite nasty, and this one in particular is probably one of the worst I've seen. I'll head across to the article in a minute, but just to recap, phishing means Phishing. Phishing is a method of securing information or getting access to systems by using social engineering or personal engineering attacks. This isn't a direct attack by going, right, we're just going to try and brute force. We're just going to try and guess passwords. We're just going to see what ports are open. This is something that comes out to you as a person saying, hey, your account's been compromised, log in here and fix it. And when you go there, it's actually a spoof site. It's actually a fake site. And what they're doing is they're getting your username and password and they're storing it in a database to be used later on. That's the type of thing. Or other phishing attacks are, what's your favorite? Who was your first dog? What was the street you lived in? Trying to get enough information about you to create a profile so that when people need to go and guess security questions or passwords or any of those sorts of things, they've got all that information there in a database. This phishing attack is a little different. So let me head across and I'll show you what it is. I'll talk to you about what it is. I'm actually going to be looking at the bleepingcomputer.com article on this because it came through to me this morning while I was getting ready, and we can have a chat about it. Okay, so this is the article, bleepingcomputer.com, WooCommerce admins targeted by fake security patches that hijack sites. Horrifying, absolutely horrifying. If you can imagine that your e-commerce site gets hijacked by someone because of a fake security patch. Now, this headline, I've got to say, this headline is fantastic. It puts the fear of God into you by reading it. It's not quite as bad as it sounds, because when I first saw it, I thought, oh my goodness, people are actually going to their console and hitting update and getting a fake security patch. It's not quite that bad, but it is still quite bad. So let's go through and read the article, and I'll talk about it as we go through. A large-scale phishing campaign targets WooCommerce users with a fake security alert urging them to download a critical patch that adds a WordPress backdoor to the site. Recipients take that bait and download the update, are actually installing a malicious plugin that creates a hidden admin account on their website, downloads web shell payloads, and maintains persistent access. Okay, let me keep going through and we'll go through it. But it installs a malicious plugin, creates a hidden account, downloads web shell payloads, and maintains persistent access. Let me just go through what those mean. So I'll go through the mechanics of how they do it in a minute. So it downloads a plugin on your website. That plugin then creates an admin account that you can't see, at least through your WP admin account. You probably could see it if you went into the database. We'll read that in a minute. That plugin then goes out to the internet, to a site on the internet, and downloads code that gives basically root access, basically access to the core of your server. They don't need to go through WordPress. They don't need to do things. They just go straight to this piece of code on your site to get access, or on your server to get access to your server. And because they've downloaded it, even removing the fake plugin isn't going to remove that piece of software because it's hidden somewhere deep on your server. So the rollout of this, the effect of this is actually quite overwhelming. It's quite extensive. And this is why I want to talk about it and talk about how you can avoid it. The details here of when it was found and when they have looked at it. This says appears to be a continuation of a similar operation that started in late 2023. So they found something in late 2023. They got on top of it. Now someone has taken that, tweaked it a little, and run with it again. So what happens? You as a WordPress admin will get an email in your email. Now, I say that you as a WordPress admin, the way these emails typically work is it's a spray and pray type effect. Now they may be able to go through and say who's running WooCommerce on the internet. That's a possibility. There's lots of little bots out there that can go through and find that information. They can then try and find who the admin user for the site is or who the owner of the site is and put that into a database. The other part of this is, honestly, they probably just send out thousands and thousands and thousands of messages and hope and pray they get one or two or three people in that attack. That's normally how that goes. This is the email that you get. Now it says here, we're contacting you regarding a critical security vulnerability found in WooCommerce platform on April 14, 2025. Okay, so first of all, this language here, found in WooCommerce platform, this is a red flag to me. This English is not good. This sentence structure is not great. It's a red flag. Warning, our latest security scan carried out on April 21 has confirmed that this critical vulnerability directly impacts your site. They may or may not know. This is probably a lie. Well, it is a lie, but it's such an emotive thing. It's, oh, we've scanned your site. Your site is vulnerable. Quick, do something. Do you see how they're driving up the urgency? Do you see how they're hitting the emotion on it? We strongly advise you take urgent measures to secure your store and protect your data. So it adds that sense of urgency. It hits that emotive side of it. It hits that, oh my God, my clients are going to be affected by this. So this is what the email looks like. It's pretty good. It shows you all of the information. It's got the download patch here. This information looks exceptionally real. And this is where you as a site owner or you as someone who is supporting a site need to be really aware of it. The first thing you're going to notice here is it's telling you to download something and upload it to your site. It's WooCommerce. They have a whole automated system around this stuff. This would be something that, even if it's legitimate, it really needs to be ringing red flags. So raising red flags, ringing alarm bells to you and saying, why are they asking me to download and upload something? What the hell is going on? That alone, even if you went to your website and put your website into maintenance mode and stop people accessing it while you were sorting this out, put up a note saying, hey guys, we're just investigating something. We will be back online soon. While you're doing this investigation, that is how I'd be handling this. This isn't something that you should jump on straight away. As much as it looks like it's urgent, jump on it straight away in terms of, we're going to investigate what the issue is. We're going to see if this is real. We're going to see if this is actually something we should be doing before just going to action it. Now, you notice I said there that you should be putting your site into maintenance mode or something. If you do have a security vulnerability on your site, the best thing you can do is take it offline, even if it's for an hour or so while you're doing this investigation, to make sure that you aren't compromising yourself further and compromising your customers further. That would be my recommendation. You need to look at that in terms of your own threat and risk assessments and make that decision yourself. Okay, so when you click on that download patch button, this is where it gets, this is amazing. First of all, where does it say it? I saw it in here. Oh, it must be a bit lower. it takes you to a deceptive star WooCommerce.com domain. So it looks like it's WooCommerce. Like you can see this. Can I click on that? Does it bring up? There we go. It looks like the WooCommerce website. It's got the WooCommerce logo. It's got the menus. This is how their extensions look. It looks like the WooCommerce website. It says here somewhere, it gave me the URL somewhere, and it's security. Hi, there, here it is here. Help at security-woocommerce.com. This isn't a subdomain. I know people are going to look at it, and the reason this is why it's so good. I'm sorry, I know I shouldn't be saying it's so good, but this is the geek in me going, wow, these guys really knew their target. They really understood the emotive triggers to hit here. That looks like a subdomain, security-woocommerce.com. It looks like a subdomain. A subdomain is where you have a name ahead of the domain name, like woocommerce.com. It might be security.woocommerce.com. That's a subdomain, but it says security-woocommerce. That's a separate domain name entirely. That alone, when you're seeing things like that, that should also be raising those red flags. It should be ringing those alarm bells that this isn't right. This is not a WooCommerce domain. This is a domain that looks like WooCommerce, but it really isn't. And you need to then go back to WooCommerce and say, is this one of your domains? Is this something you've set out? I'll go through some of the things you could do to check that in a minute too. So you get this, you then go to this site, you download the patch, you upload it, and then after that, it installs the fake security fix. It creates a randomly named cron job that runs every minute, attempting to create a new admin level user. I wonder what that. I wonder why it attempts. Maybe because some of the security levels on WordPress sites don't allow you to do it. It registers the infected site via a HTTP GET request to WooCommerce services. Another one. See, WooCommerce hyphen services. And fetches a second stage obfuscated payload. Obfuscated means clouded, hidden. Yeah, it's cloudy. It's hidden. It's not easily found. So this is how it then goes out and gets that extra piece of code and installs it on your server. It installs multiple, not just one, of course it installs multiple PHP-based web shells under the WP content uploads, including blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to go through all of these. At least we know it installs it in WP content /uploads. I have had software that installs it in obscure folders in plugins in my home directory. You just can't find them. At least I know that here it installs it here. It's still going to be difficult to find it. To evade, sorry, let me just go through. Patch Chat comments that these web shells allow full control of the site and could be used for ad injection, redirecting users to malicious destinations, enlisting the server to DDoS botnets. Oh my goodness. Stealing payment card information or executing ransomware to encrypt the site and extort the owner. Yeah, they're not trying to scare you here. Well, they are, and quite rightly so. PHP-based web shells are just horrible. Not only can they give people direct access to your server, they can do all of these things. Enlisting your server in a DDoS botnet is going to absolutely trash your domain name reputation, which is then going to put you on spam lists, and you're going to have to go and get off it. It's not just the cleaning of this infection that is going to cost you. It is the problems that are created by the things that it does that is going to hurt you. And some of these things you're not even going to know about until later, until much, much later, if you ever know about them. So then to evade detection, the plugin removes itself from the visible plugin list and also hides the malicious admin user it created. I'm sorry, this is really, I shouldn't be fangirling about it, but oh my goodness, whoever created this, if we could turn their powers to good, they would be so fantastic to have. And the fact that they're doing this, I really hope that the organizations around the world manage to work together to find them and bring the full force of the law down on them. I will try not to fangirl any further. It's a horrifying attack. It's a horrifying thing to happen. I'd be feeling sick in my stomach, sick to my stomach if my sites or one of my client sites were affected by it. Even if it's the client site I'm not maintaining, even if it's someone who comes to me and says, please, can you help us? I'd be feeling sick to my stomach trying to sort this stuff out and thinking about what the flow and effects of this type of attack and this type of compromise means to people. I can, however, on the other side of things, not admire, yeah, I guess it's admire uh, how smart this thing is. Okay, how do you avoid it? What is it you can do as a site owner to avoid that happening? Well, the first thing is whenever you get an email like that, don't act on it straight away. Don't go and action what it's telling you to do straight away. Don't click on any links, don't download anything, don't respond to the email. Take it, go to, if it's WooCommerce, go to the WooCommerce help desk and say, hey guys, is this legit? Ask them. Go online, go to the forums, go to Facebook. If you're in a Facebook group or in a business group for Facebook, take a copy of it, blur out the personal details on it, paste it into your Facebook group and ask people if they think it's legit, if they think you should be acting on it. You normally get people like me liking insights like that, and I'd be the one going, no, don't action it, don't do it, don't touch it. You need to be reporting it. You need to actually send that off to WooCommerce. So check with WooCommerce, check on your forums, go and check on the WordPress.org site and see what people are saying there. Go and check on the WordPress forums. Go to Bleeping Computers. Go to some of these sites and see what they're saying. See if they can find, or if they're reporting that there's vulnerabilities that need to be patched. If you still aren't sure that this is something that needs to be done, I would be logging tickets with the organizations that are saying, that are targeted by this one. So in this case, it's WooCommerce. I would be going and logging a ticket with WooCommerce. I would be putting this in saying, is this legitimate? Is this something I should be doing? The reason I am really skeptical about this type of thing is WooCommerce has its entire update process. It's got ways of communicating with you as a store owner that this plugin needs updating. It's got its own back end update system that works with its API, with its website. The fact that it be telling you to download something manually and upload it manually is really the thing that would go, that's wrong. That's not wrong, even without seeing that domain name. So let's go through it again. How can you avoid this yourself? First of all, check where it's come from. Check the domain name it's come from. Look at it and think, is this a legitimate domain name? If you can't be certain, manually go to the website, the website of the provider. Type that in, go directly to it, have a look at their website, ask them questions, check their forums, check their help and their incidents reports, see what they're saying. Go to your own business forums, go to your own forums, your own groups, whether it's on Twitter, whether it's on X, whether it's on Facebook, even Instagram, LinkedIn, all of those places. Go and check, ask your communities if they're seeing the same things. What would they do? Reach out to someone like myself. If you really aren't certain, reach out to someone like myself. You can come to my locals community, askcharlyleetham.locals.com. You can join there and ask me there these types of things. Is this legitimate? Should I be doing it? What do you think it says? You can book a call with me. You can PM me or DM me on any of my social media channels with this sort of stuff, and I will respond to you. Yeah, ask questions. The corollary of it, that the other side of it is, if you think your site is compromised, if you're getting something like this that's saying you've got a security vulnerability, it's a major security vulnerability, and you're not sure you should be taking these actions, seriously consider putting your site into maintenance mode, taking it offline for a bit, put up a nice note saying, hey guys, we're just doing some updates. We'll be back soon. Take it offline. Stop people using it if you do have a security compromise until you can get that security compromise sorted out. This should only take you half hour, an hour to actually get some form of confirmation that, yeah, this is legit or this isn't legit. And then you can go forward. But that hour downtime is probably well worth it, given the fallout of having compromised users, compromised data, all of that stuff. Alrighty, so there's some things to think about. I'm sorry I fangirled at that. It was pretty. It is a pretty cool. It's a pretty cool hack. I feel sick in my stomach about the fact that it occurs, that it looks so good, that it is easy to be taken in by it. And guys, if you do get taken in by this sort of stuff, don't kick yourselves too hard. These guys work really, really hard at getting it right, at hitting those right emotive and intellectual triggers to make you act on things. So don't beat yourselves up about it. Learn from it. Take everything I've said here, give yourself a little checklist, have a little checklist. Looks like I'm getting hacked, or it looks like I have a vulnerability. What are the steps I need to take? And do those steps. Do every one of them every time. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below or wherever you're watching or listening to this video. As I said, you are welcome to come and join my locals community, askcharlyleetham.locals.com. It is a community designed for business owners who want to get on top of their tech, who want to understand their tech better, who want to deal with these sorts of things in considered ways, and just want to increase your own education. You might want to also help other business owners out with your own experiences. It's there for you all to communicate with each other as well as to communicate with me. If this video was useful, please give it a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Bye. Hey there, thanks so much for tuning in to Rise and Shine, your daily business tech boost. I hope today's episode gave you some actionable insights that will make your business tech work smarter for you. If you found value, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with other small business owners who could use a daily boost. For more tips, tools, and resources, visit www.askcharlyleetham.com. Until next time, keep rising, keep shining, and let's make tech simple together.